Hello and welcome one and all to Fallout TV. Today we're going to be looking at Fallout 5 articles that made my last two brain cells fight each other. We are going to start with Fallout 5 and everything we know so far, which is absolutely nothing because nothing has been announced apart from the fact that the game will happen. Fallout 5 could be a very long way off indeed. Well, you don't say. While Fallout 5 is yet to be officially revealed, it seems highly unlikely that Bethesda has forgotten one of its most popular series. I'd be very concerned if they had forgotten it, considering the fact that they're bringing out a TV show about it. Ranking among the best RPGs of recent memory, Fallout 3 and 4 offered memorable and deeply affecting stories, so we're not going to include New Vegas. Though information on a potential sequel is scarce, there is no information. It's not scarce, there just is no information. There are scattered morsels of information here, but there isn't because there is no information, and apparently they've collated them. So we can read on and learn everything we need to know about Fallout 5. Let's see if they know something that the rest of us don't. Fallout 5, cut to the chase. What is it? The next installment in the franchise? Wrong. The TV series is the next installment in the franchise. Where can you play it? To be confirmed. Well, it's definitely not going to be on a PS4 or an Xbox One. More than likely on the next gen console of Xbox and possibly PlayStation. As much as they're saying here, likely not on PlayStation. I think by then it would have been sorted out, so it will be put onto PlayStation. If you've ever played a Fallout game, you'll know the series reveals its nuclear-ravaged American setting. Fallout games have all been set in a US state, so it would stand to reason this aspect wouldn't change. I wouldn't expect it to change either, to be honest, so that's kind of true. Fallout 3, for example, was set in Washington, while Fallout 4 took place in Boston, again missing out New Vegas, which was set in post-apocalyptic Las Vegas. It would be nice to see a Fallout explore different parts of the world. As much as that would be nice, it's not going to happen. Changing the game up too much and alienating long-term fans. How's it going to alienate a long-term fan because they've moved it out of America? Now, for those looking for a different experience, however, modders have been hard at work crafting their own takes, which is obviously Fallout London. And from what I've seen today, there's something happening tomorrow, I believe, or today even, that is a mod for Fallout 4 that's going to take place, I think it was something like 185 years after the events of 76. So it's a Fallout 4 mod set in Appalachia. Might be good, might be not. Just let me know down in the comments. It's possible that a new Fallout game could be set in New Orleans, given that a trademark application for Fallout New Orleans was spotted online way back in 2016. Possible. I've made a video about it, maybe. But I think Chicago is a very big one among fans and people that I've spoken to. They'd like to see it go there. Fallout 5 is coming after Elder Scrolls 6, which we've already discussed. Work has begun, sort of. No, it hasn't. Nothing's been done. They've literally told us that it's happening. Work started on Fallout 5, don't hold your breath for seeing it anytime soon. Yeah, well, like I said, work hasn't at all begun. And as for whether or not Obsidian, the studio which handled development duties on the Xbox 360 era, let's not also forget it was on PS3. Fallout New Vegas could have some involvement. Don't think Obsidian are going to get involved because they're busy doing their own things with Avowed and Outer Worlds 2. So they're not going to get involved with it. I don't think Machine Games will get involved with it, and I don't think ID will get involved with it either. I think it's just going to be purely a Bethesda creation. I think to fill the gap between the Fallout 4 update coming out at some point this year, I think it'll be April, especially being as though the Fallout 4 London mod is out in April. It would just make sense that everything's going to collate together, and we're going to see that happen around April, especially with the TV show coming out as well. Remastered Fallout 3, that is the big rumour of this year, that it's coming. That was in the leaked documents for the FTC versus Microsoft, and they may as well go ahead and remaster New Vegas. So that's it for that one. Game rant. Fallout 5 shouldn't be the next Fallout game. Fallout 5 is a long way off, so Bethesda should consider other ways to keep the franchise active over the next several years. Well, that's what I've just said in a case of remaster the older ones. Or you could even, if you wanted to, see if there's some little indie company somewhere that would be willing to put their time and effort into doing Fallout 1 and 2, and if they're going to bring tactics into it, maybe bring tactics into it as well. Elder Scrolls 6 expected to launch 2026, Fallout 5 mid to late 2030s. Don't think it'd be late 2030s. Obviously it is a long way off, but again, like I said, if you're looking at 2026 for Elder Scrolls 6, that's 15 years since Skyrim, so 2030. So probably 2033, I'd say, Fallout 5. Maybe, but we'll see. With Starfield out the door, Bethesda can officially begin to refocus on the long-awaited next Elder Scrolls game. Okay, this is meant to be about Fallout, not Elder Scrolls. Again, just stuff about Todd Howard mentioning that Bethesda had a one-pager outline and a rough idea, so there's actually nothing in place for Fallout 5. There's actually probably some ideas floating around in the office, but that's it. That's the most that they can offer us. Fallout needs more spin-offs, but does it? Because they already said they're committing everything for now into Fallout 76, so it doesn't need a spin-off. As much as people don't enjoy 76 and it's kind of an even split at the minute with those who do and those who don't, I still think that if they added an offline mode to Fallout 76, they could implement basically a new game into 76. That's just how I'm seeing it at the minute. It's pretty much just saying what the last one was saying, like that there's nothing really there, and there's this what I said about Obsidian not taking on another Fallout game because they're busy with Avowed and Outworlds 2, and Machine Games are doing Indiana Jones, so I don't think they're going to be busy with updates and things for that, so that ain't going to happen. So this one was pretty much just saying everything that the last one said, and trying to get other studios in to do spin-off games in the mold of New Vegas. I can't see that one happening, to be honest. So yeah, that's that one. Now, before we move on to the last article, I just wanted to say that I know I've been gone for a while, but it's with good reason. I have decided this year to take on a challenge that I am going to get every single achievement on every single Fallout Xbox game available to me, starting with Fallout 3. I'm halfway through the editing process on that. I've got 20 minutes of footage chopped down so far from 4 hours. You guys wanted the raw footage as well, so that's going to get uploaded. So you're going to see 2 Fallout 3 achievement videos, 3 because I will do the DLCs after, but you're going to have a heavily edited version and the raw footage. So stick around and subscribe for that one because it's going to be great, and it's ruined my life because it's all I've been doing since Christmas. Now, without further ado, let's move on to the last article. Now, this last article was put up by Gaming Bible and was published by Richard Lee Breslin. Go you. For the one thing that has made my head completely fall off its shoulders, Fallout 5 set to be unplayable for millions of gamers. Along with the Elder Scrolls, the Fallout series is one of the crown jewel properties that Bethesda has to offer, and fans are excited for when the next entry in the post-apocalyptic RPG series arrives. Well, the next entry is the TV show in April. Fallout series has been going well for 25 years, since 1997, long before it became Bethesda-owned property. However, with the launch of Fallout 3 in 2008, which is obviously under the umbrella of Bethesda, the series became more mainstream, and for some, this is the best game in the series. But most of the people prefer New Vegas. Me, my favourite is Fallout 4. I have my reasons. I did a video about that way back at the start when I started doing Fallout videos. Since the release of Fallout 3, this series has seen popular releases including New Vegas 4, 76 to name a few. Well, no, that's naming all of them since the release of Fallout 3. I know that the latter game has had a bad rep, but from what we hear, Fallout 76 is a much better game now than it was when it released. I mean, there's some truth behind that. I'll give him that. That's fairly accurate. But instead of hearing about it, go and play it yourself and find out. Releasing several years away. That being said, let's assume Fallout 5 is at least 4 to 5 years away. This will result in millions of gamers not being able to play the game. Well, no shit. They're not going to release Fallout 5 on an Xbox One or a PS4. That shit will explode and people will be having to claim on home insurance and contents insurance because it's blown up. PS4 Pro is bad enough as it is. It would literally just explode. Here we go. The reason for that is they won't be available on PS4 or Xbox One. Excuse me. PS4 or Xbox One, as it would be safe to assume that those platforms will be long dead by then. The consoles don't die. Well, my PS4 is probably nearly dead, but that's besides the point. And let's not forget the likelihood that Fallout 5 will be exclusive to PC and Xbox. I don't think they will. I think they'll iron everything out and it'll all be sorted. Xbox will probably get some exclusive incentives involved in it and probably like a limited edition physical copy with a bunch of stuff, whereas PlayStation will just get a disc. There you go, Merry Christmas. Fuck off. On the bright side, if you haven't already, you've got years to upgrade your console to prepare. That one really hurt my brain because it just feels like that they've just made up an article of absolute dog shit for the sake of making up an article of absolute dog shit. Anyone with a brain would know that it's not going to release on PS4 or Xbox, even if it was going to come out next year. They've already said that these things are being phased out. It's newer games are going to be no longer available on those platforms. I don't know. I just think waste of time, waste of effort. Why put the article up in the first place? All we know about Fallout 5 is that it will happen, but when it happens is a different story. Nobody knows anything yet. But when we do find out, it's going to be after the release of the TV show. But that's everything from me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about these articles. I just think they're just dumb now, and they're just at the point where they're just to make someone a little bit of money on the side. Here's 50p. Go and write a stupid fucking article about this. Anyway, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to come and check out the achievements video when that's out, which I'm hoping to have it done in the next week, maybe. So it might even be out this time next week. Who knows? Anyway, love you all. Goodbye.